not happy with your fighting style.
Fighters praise my fighting style. You know what I mean? Fighters wish they could fight like me.
I know they praise.
Can I talk? You know how many people go home with gotta go to the doctor, gotta go get their brain checked out, gotta go. They wish they could do what I do. They pray like, I wish I had them skills. If I had them skills, they will go home to their family safely. You know, people don't go to their family safely, huh?
So no boxer, no guy that's ever fought has said anything that I've said about your fighting style.
You asking a subjective question. I can't tell you. I'm telling you that you sound like a cat.
It's subjective. Why are you getting so upset with me?
It's my opinion. We debating. We having a good debate. I called you up 100 times. That means I look at you like a unk, right? So I got respect for you.
I got respect for you.
But I don't got respect for you not doing your homework. I don't got respect for that. Do your homework and stop getting ass.
I just paid Shakur Stevenson a shitload of money. They put him up as a fucking OKC NBA player. Are you fucking kidding me? Listen, I tell you all the time, I can't believe nobody's hit me with this one yet. I'm going to beat you to it. So I tell you all the time, my production team, we just did the White House. We built a fucking arena on the south lawn of the White House, and it was the greatest fucking thing in the world to be there live and to watch it on TV. I just paid Shakur Stevenson a shitload of money, and for some reason we can't figure this celebrity shit out. They put him up as a fucking OKC NBA player. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, it's absolutely crazy, but we are the absolute worst to ever do the celebrity thing. When we put celebrities up, we are the worst. I just had this fucking debate in the back with my guys while I was screaming at everybody back there, and they said, no, soccer's worse. Soccer shows the people and they don't put up any graphics. Oh no. We put up fucking graphics and put the wrong guy's name on it. We win. We're the worst ever to fucking do it.
So I just interviewed Shakur like an hour ago, and I asked him about whether he would want to box you or not, and he said yes, but he really wanted you to submit to testing.
Yeah, I would love to fight Ryan Garcia. Only thing that I'll say, I seen that Bill and Devin wanted him to do like a certain testing outside of camp, and I think that is something that should be mandatory if we fight too.
That was his biggest thing.
Is he stupid? Like, I'm so tired of him, bro. I've been testing even way before Haney. These guys are delusional. You understand how scared and terrified they are of me? Every other guy, they don't claim that on, but guess what? I have been testing. I test all the time. He's a freaking idiot. I didn't want to say the F word. Frickin's a little better. He's an idiot. Devin Haney's an idiot. All those guys are idiots. They're just terrified of me. They see my last performance at Barrios, and all of a sudden I'm doing steroids again. Bro, shut the fuck up. I've been training since I was 7 years old. I've been boxing. You guys see me come up the whole time. I've been hurting people since I was 11, 10. I knocked out a grown man at 12. Like, what are you talking about? Damn near give me a bear, I'll beat that. Like, bro, they're pissing me off because they know they're lying. They're bullshit.
I told the ref, stop the fight. He doesn't want to fight. I was like, bro, his demeanor is right. And then he said fight the first time. So I was like, okay, stand up. So I backed up, he stand up, and then he tried to do this hop step where he hop forward, hop back, and then he did it again, and then when he went back, he just kind of grabbed his leg, you know, and he screamed. He's like, and I was telling the ref, come on, bro. Like, what you want me to keep it? Like, this guy he brought his kids to the fight, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to beat up a wounded dog.
I never ducked you. I fought the best. You ran. Then called out Bam Rodriguez, a 118-pounder. What's wrong with that? Still a sucker.
Just like that. Just like that. Go. Hey. Good.
Are you still Muslim? No. I'm not on practice anymore. I had to wear cornrows to fit in a hijab, and I'm no longer interested in shrinking myself. I was Muslim for like 10 months, married for 52 days. I actually got baptized in March. I did get baptized, but I just, at this point in stage, like where I'm at right now, I don't really follow any religion. I just don't, like, none of it really calls to me like that. And I think a big part of what people don't understand is when I was Muslim, that I really needed that structure when I was rebuilding my life. I needed that protection. And even with wearing a hijab, I felt like it cloaked me. Like I felt almost invisible. Like when I would wear a hijab in public, it's like, I was like, am I Casper? Can anybody see me here? Hello? So I just felt like being wrapped up and also knowing that there is so much more to me than my body, but the body's, you know what I'm saying?
My girl dad, he told me some of the realest shit ever. He like, bro, I know you learned how to like mad shit and not let the world feel what you got going on. But he like, whatever you experiencing, bro, you gotta leave that shit on the front porch too. Like, don't bring it in the house. You feel what I'm saying? And when he told me that, it helped me a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Now you want to be a dad. Your kid is 1. You want to be a dad. Your kid is 5. You want to be a dad. Your kid is 7. It's no more kid. It's over. Now your kid is 13, mind of his own, 18, doing their own thing. Everything that you wanted, first step, first walk, school, it's gone. It's gone. So now you're coming back into life like, I didn't want that. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I signed up for. Where my baby at? Your baby don't exist. That changed the dynamics of everything.
You wanna know what I think?
Everything. But nobody take consideration of that, like, well, he a deadbeat. No, I wanted to be a 5-year-old father. I wanted to be a 10-year-old father. You're gonna drop this 18-year-old on me and talk about be a dad. You don't get the fuck out my face.
Okay. You gotta be able to pull the non-boxing fan in, Shakur.
Sir.
You get those. You already got those guys. You already got the boxing fan.
I'm fighting for millions of dollars, man. I don't have to do nothing but go in there and do my job.
Okay, well, you do it.
Appreciate you, man. That's what I love doing. My job.
I promise you that shit would end.
I will whoop your ass.
Ain't no way. No MMA. I'll fold your ass up like a lawn chair.
I guarantee you won't.
No, you won't.
Them knees.
Not
Them knees. You think
130.
I ain't? All right. Them knees. What them knees? How them knees feel?
You won't ever know. I know you've been fighting for a minute. Your pocket's not that deep.
Okay, so Betty, that's all I've never said my.
No.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Ocho.
No.
Ocho,
hey,
chill.
I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there for you like this here. I know you've been fighting for a minute. Your pocket's not this deep.
Ooh, he said your pocket's not that deep, nigga. I don't know where to start off at. It was an improv show. Yeah, I had like 2 things. I was busy all yesterday, so yeah, some videos. Probably gonna get everything I got in the archives. You know, I've been sitting in there for like a month. So, but yeah, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel with my messages. I guess Conor McGregor fought last night. What was it? UFC 329. I don't know how they picked the numbers. I would love to know that if somebody know how they pick these numbers. Yeah, it was UFC 329. So somebody hit me up, and second half we get into the Shakur and Shannon thing. I know people wanted me to speak on that live wise. And somebody hit me up, and I keep him anonymous. And he told me he was going with somebody. He said Conor faked that injury. This is all allegedly. He said he's a cokehead. This is not me saying it. He's a cokehead, wanted to pay another payday. He says for sure he had to sell it after the first kick, so he did it again. He faked it for the money. I got some voice message that basically said that yeah, same thing in that he could be fighting Mayweather in a rematch with Zuffa. So it's been rumored that Floyd is going over to Zuffa. And now they're saying Conor could be going over to Zuffa. So I double checked, so I'm still kind of waiting to hear back. But they said they've been trying to make the rematch for the past 2 years since 2024. Conor wasn't taking the fight because Dana White allegedly get 40% of the money like he did from the first fight, allegedly. That was taking so long. That's Blanks saying, I don't know about right now, but I'm going to ask. So, he said, I'm going to ask. So, for the most part, it's being said on the UFC side of the street that Conor McGregor is going over to Zuffa to get into the boxing ring with Floyd Mayweather. Now, I guess he really was trying to get Bud into the boxing ring, from what I understand. That was what they was really trying to do. Bud said he done her, but I heard Bud said the offer wasn't real, but I heard some people over the Bud team say the offer was real. I'll leave it at that. So they said that it was going to take more than 200 M's to, get Bud to come back. Heard the offer is about 200 M's. And I think they were trying to get Bud to step into the octagon or do a 1-on-1. So I think it was 200 split between two fights. I think one was going to be in the octagon and one was going to be in the boxing ring. When you're not desperate, you can make those choices. When you're desperate, some people would have just said, I need the money. And, now one interesting thing about the McGregor Mayweather situation is this. I think people probably forgot about that. Like, what's going to happen with Pacquiao? Is Dana White going to help Floyd return that money? That's what I want to know. Is Dana White going to help Floyd return that money? And if not, like, did Floyd return the money? Is some people who don't believe Floyd Mayweather broke. Rick Ross just came out here yesterday and said he didn't believe Floyd Mayweather was broke after all that money. So then, Mayweather returned the money. I know he got cleared to do exhibitions after he won the case in court to fight the Greek kickboxer, which event, I don't know where that stands at right now. So, I don't know where they at, but I know he had the victory in court. So I don't know what CSI, whatever, do he got to get him some bread back? Do he got to get him some bread back for him to go on? Did Dana White take care of the money? But apparently Zuffa's alleged big idea, and allegedly that came from that side of the street, is that's the plan, is to make Mayweather and Conor McGregor. So, I mean, shit, it is what it is, I don't know where the Pacquiao fight stand at. Is, brothers in my comment section and on social media saying, well, they need to bring up the fact Pacquiao broke too. And, at the end of the day, yeah, Pacquiao was borrowed against with points, interest on from Bob Arum, and Pacquiao's had his legal troubles that allegedly Al Heyman helped take care of. But yeah, this ain't no different. All of them then, went out like, they lost some bread. It's just the brothers are saying like, oh man, y'all don't talk about Pacquiao losing no bread and this, that, the third. Well, the big thing is Mayweather. Pacquiao wasn't as ignorant with shoving that money down people's faces. People got to understand, Floyd was shoving the money down people's faces. Conor McGregor was shoving the money down people's faces. People tend to forget that type of stuff. When you a little meek and you graceful, or you ain't shoving the shit down people's faces, people ain't gonna be as harsh on you. But if this they big thing, is doing McGregor and Mayweather, is it gonna be on Netflix? Pretty sure Netflix will put the bread up. But in general, most people are saying, let me get to this point, are saying that the kick was fake. He really didn't hurt his leg, and that was what the insert was, what I just read. They were saying that the kick that he did, he really didn't hurt his leg. That's what they saying. He really didn't hurt his leg. It was a fake kick. He came back for a money grab. He didn't hurt his leg. So, I mean, can I believe it? I mean, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I definitely can see him doing something like that. I mean, what do you have to gain from it? Was you trying to get out of a contract from UFC? But they're saying behind the scenes, people saying that, like I said, I woke up, I kind of, I went to sleep, I kind of seen something about it, went to sleep, got a message. They, some people, with some that's plugged in is saying that he took a dive. That he took a dive. Now, I mean, that's for y'all to understand. I mean, people act like fixed fights is something of the new millennium. Fixed fights been going on since the beginning of boxing. I heard they about to wrap up The Godfather of Harlem. What's The Godfather of Harlem? You know, Muhammad Ali is, you know, they have a storyline about season two. They got Muhammad Ali. They trying to get Muhammad Ali to take a dive in there. And he said, Muhammad Ali said he don't take no dives. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. All right. Muhammad Ali said, you know, he don't take no dives. So don't necessarily surprise me none if you feel like he took a dive. I mean, MMA is kind of, Twitter, tweeting that, twittering that, or they call it tweeting that line of boxing where they taking people money and they not getting the return. They not getting the return on their investment. So boxing, MMA is going that line. MMA is really crashing hard. You know what I'm saying? MMA is crashing hard. It's nowhere near the popularity that it once had. And, Dana White, in the UFC's, endeavors, greed, their greed is what really did it, because they should have just put the money up and did Conor McGregor and did Conor McGregor and did, not Conor McGregor, but did John Jones and Francis Ngannou, but they didn't want to pay guys what they was worth. So for the most part, you got to just think maybe the intent is to kill the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, had they made the fights that they had to make and they fed their fighters the way they were supposed to feed, at least they top fighters, they could have surpassed boxing pretty easy right now. But where boxing is dropping down, UFC is even dropping down at a faster rate. So right now, you got people, you look at the Danny Garcia-Lara fight, now you got Errol Spence coming out here talking about he basically, took a dive versus Terrence Crawford. So then when you got that controversy going on, as the hot topic in boxing, now you got Conor McGregor, people behind the scenes thinking Conor McGregor was, did that shit. He did that and took the money. People spent their hard-earned money flying out there, going to that event, all that type of stuff. And then you turn around and this is how you repay your fighters. Your fight fans. Did Max Holloway deserve that? No. Conor McGregor, I looking at it, respectfully looking at it, I can see why some people would say, well, this ninja took a dive. So where UFC, if they would have spent a little bit of money, they could have took off from boxing. And now they sit here and they say boxing is a limited sport and it's a caveman sport. But then you got Conor McGregor couldn't get Terrence Crawford in the ring. You got Conor McGregor couldn't get Crawford to cross over. Probably don't want to fight Jake Paul. And what he got to do now? Allegedly, he crossing over to fight Floyd Mayweather. This is why boxing is king. Now we're gonna get into some of the, undertone disrespect from boxing. The UFC is shown. What's so funny is boxing don't care enough about the UFC to disrespect the UFC. That's how boxing is ahead of the curve. Boxing don't give a fuck about the UFC. Real talk, boxing don't care enough about the UFC to sneak diss them on any type of level. But McGregor and Mayweather is the vibe. I mean, let me ask y'all this: if McGregor and Mayweather is kind of where they want to take it to, my number one question is this: if this is where they want to go, how did Conor McGregor doing that versus Max Holloway, how did that help? Literally, how did that help promote this fight? That's what I would love to know. How did that help promote this fight? How did that, how does that help promote Mayweather and Conor McGregor, two past prime fighters, two washed up has-beens, two people with money problems? I want to know if that's where we going at, if that's what we going at it with. How did Conor McGregor, pulling this whoopty blam on the fans? How did this help the U.S.? How did this help promote Mayweather and McGregor? That's what I would like to know. But let's see what Max said.
I told the ref, stop the fight. He doesn't want to fight. I was like, bro, his demeanor is right. And then he said fight the first time. So I was like, okay, stand up. So I backed up, he stand up, and then he tried to do this hop step where he hop forward, hop back, and then he did it again. And then when he went back, he just kind of grabbed his leg, and he screamed. He's like, and I was telling the ref, come on, bro. Like, what you want me to keep it? Like, this guy he brought his kids to the fight. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to beat up a wounded dog.
Hey, man, unfortunately, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I love that, man. I like Max Holloway, one of my favorite mixed martial artists. I get it, but I would have broke that motherfucker leg in half in front of his kids. He don't give a fuck about beating up old motherfuckers and shit. That man, I would believe what I heard behind the scenes that McGregor took that swimming board dive allegedly. I believe that, bro. Watching that shit, I looked at him like, okay. But coming out there early, the first kick or the second kick is where he hurt his leg, and then that motherfucker didn't want to fight, bro. All that money that Conor McGregor got, bro. Man, Conor don't want to fight, bro. You know how you let me explain this. Like, you get all that money, and what's more important to these ninjas is the fame. You get all that fame, cool. But you lose all that money and you try to get it back, you can't get back. You can't find that motivation again. You can't find that motivation again, bro. You can't find that motivation. You can't find that hunger when you was broke. Now that you didn't taste the caviar, filet mignon, now that you didn't knock down so many bad bitches, you didn't have your way. You can't go back to being that starving guy. Even in you in a situation where you are a starving guy, right? You need the money. You can't get that initial hunger back because you're not as young anymore. You're not as spry anymore. So that initial trying to get that hunger back, man, that's all dead for him. That's dead for him. And one other thing, kind of speaking on him and Mayweather, right? You know what's so funny about him and Floyd Mayweather, bro? That nobody really speaking on is that Mayweather doing everything in his power not to rematch Pacquiao in a real fight. Mayweather is doing everything in his power not to rematch Pacquiao in a real actual fight. Mayweather is scared to death of Pacquiao. Now, maybe he feel like, hey, man, we ain't got enough money between the two to pay for drug testing. Mayweather was, truth be told, man, and everybody behind the scenes know this, from Showtime to HBO to managers, everybody and their mother rolling up in Cadillac Doors on Vogues, right? They know this. Mayweather never was going to fight Manny Pacquiao. Showtime seeing how low his numbers got, and they forced him to fight Pacquiao, even when he's at his knees and basically about to accept defeat. He still don't want to fight Manny Pacquiao. This ain't, I don't want Pacquiao to be on my level. I don't want Pacquiao to make a name. This nigga was scared of Manny Pacquiao. All them years, bro, he was scared of Manny Pacquiao. He was scared of Manny Pacquiao. If you didn't believe it then, you got to believe it now. Even his father in the corner was like, man, what you scared of this guy? He's scared of Pacquiao. So the Pacquiao fight was probably going to get him back on his feet, making some bread, right? He was going to make some big money, get back on his feet. And even though he can lie in these interviews that he don't need money, he'd rather be broke. He'd rather have, be broke than rematch Manny Pacquiao. He's scared. He was always scared of Manny Pacquiao. He was always scared of Manny Pacquiao. He was always scared of Manny Pacquiao. So you got to understand, he never was going to give Pacquiao an opportunity. Crazy, man. It's crazy. He never wanted to fight the man. So now, you know, he's trying to fight Conor McGregor, and they probably going to end up paying off his debts. I feel like they're going to end up paying his debts off. They're going to end up paying his debts off to they're going to pay his debts off to them CSI people, and he going to sign over to Zuffa, the True Black Jericho salute. Shakur, leave me alone.
Shakur. Like, God damn, y'all so obsessed with me. Like, leave me alone. I'll just go about my business.
Make sure I hit the link. Find me everywhere here. Shout out to Boxer Spawn. Shout out to Coach Malachi, True Media Boxer salute. He said, worst to ever do it. He said, what's up? Salute. Real ass Ray. Goddamn Rolly. He said, shout out to Jalen and weak ass Dallas Cowboys. Cyber salute. Queen Ho. He said, Cyber, you won't ever know your pockets not this deep. Oh, that shit was funny. The Rolly shit was funny as fuck. Man, I was so pissed I stayed up all night. Hey, bro, I came in like late last night, man. I was tired as hell. I wanted to watch it, bro. I think I dozed off, woke up and seen what happened. I had to take the dog to the bathroom. I had to doze up, woke up, and I kind of seen what happened. McGregor trash. Yeah, he trash. That was definitely a fake. He was acting. Yeah, that nigga was back on. What's the movie he did? I liked it though. Roll House. I like him acting in Roll House. I ain't know Jake Gyllenhaal was the dude in Brokeback Mountain there. I can't look at that nigga the same no more. He learned from Jake Gyllenhaal. I didn't know that was bro from I ain't never watched Brokeback Mountain. I never paid attention, but I didn't know that was him in it. He said only pay-per-view events are numbered. I think the fight cards that are not pay-per-view on Saturday are just called Fight Night. Yeah, this shit is trash. So it's called UFC 329. That means it's pay-per-view, and it's the 329th pay-per-view event. All the other shit's a fight. Okay, cool. So it's the 329th pay-per-view event. That's crazy, you know. But hey, shout out to them. I found out that yesterday, this is yesterday that Rolly has a background in judo. I also found out recently that Abdullah Mason's father taught him and his brothers karate, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and taekwondo. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Abdullah daddy was a kickboxer. They know kickboxing too. So you run up on the Mason brothers. Yeah, they gon' Abdullah jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, box your ass into a pine box. I don't even know who the champions are in UFC right now. Yeah, me neither. Who took a dive against Bud? What they got to do with anything? I don't know who took a dive against. Oh, you talking about Spence? That's basically what Spence said. My bad. That's basically what Spence said. That's basically what Spence. That's what. Did anybody else take it any different? That's basically what Spence said. Conor McGregor. I never want to hear him on his high horse again. I mean, when the last time Conor McGregor won a fight? He put that wounded dog down, Max. Yeah, you got to put that dude dick in the dirt. He should have had his mask on walking to the ring. Okay, let's get to the good shit, right? Before we get to the main event. Excuse me, shit. Let's get to the good shit. So, y'all boy Shakur Stevenson got disrespected last night. Okay. Y'all bad not fighting it. Hey, he got disrespected last night. Now, I'm gonna let Dana go cook first, and then we gonna get into it. So basically, what happened was like I said, this is why I kind of set this up the way I set it up. The UFC has a problem with boxing. They feel inferior to boxing, right? They fans feel inferior. They feel inferior to boxing. That's just what it is. They feel that they're inferior to the box community. So they do little low blow shit. So basically they said Shakur Stevenson, they had his name tag when they showed him as a celebrity as Jalen Williams from the OKC Thunder.
Apparently we just need to stop showing fucking celebrities on because we can't figure that out after 25 years. We just can't fucking do it. It's unbelievable. We can't do it. I tell you all the time, my production team, we just did the White House. We built a fucking arena on the south lawn of the White House, and it was the greatest fucking thing in the world to be there live and to watch it on TV. I just paid Shakur Stevenson a shitload of money, and for some reason we can't figure this celebrity shit out. They put him up as a fucking OKC NBA player. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, it's absolutely crazy. But we are the absolute worst to ever do the celebrity thing. When we put celebrities up, we are the worst. I just had this fucking debate in the back with my guys while I was screaming at everybody back there, and they said, no, soccer's worse. Soccer shows the people and they don't put up any graphics. Oh no. We put up fucking graphics and put the wrong guy's name on it. We win. We're the worst.
That shit was funny as fuck. And it's funny when you a boss, your employees basically talk about they talk about oh yeah, no motherfucking cause the Sam's Club worse than us. Boss Sam's Club worse than us. Shit, I seen the dude drop 50 pallets of water. We only dropped 30.
Did nothing in the playoffs, my boy. You ain't did nothing in the playoffs. Shakur. Hey, what the hell? Do they think every black person looks alike? What the fuck? That's not Jalen Williams. Who the fuck? Hey, man, someone getting fired tonight. First Terrence Crawford and now Shakur Stevenson. Do they think all niggas look alike? Or what a bomba clot?
I don't know who the fuck those people are neither. And he got a point. He got a fucking point. I'm telling you, UFC is known for a breeding house for racism. A lot of they black fighters, especially outside of the diaspora, be cooning. This ain't by no mistake, bro. I hope y'all know that this ain't by no. This is by design. This is them taking the jab at the boxing community. This is them taking the jab at the box community. This ain't no mistake, or they doing this shit on purpose. They doing it on purpose. They don't like boxing. They feel like boxing don't deserve the money that they get. They deserve something. And will be killing me with people that feel like if you work long enough in corporate America, you'll get people like this who will see you put the work in, know you deserve it, but then in their mind feel like they deserve it. They don't have the skill set. They don't have the work ethic. They're not punctual at all. And they feel like they deserve it over you. But people lie to themselves in the UFC. Y'all lying to yourself. It's not boxing fault that y'all don't get the piece of the pie that y'all deserve. That's not boxing fault. That's y'all fault. Y'all won't band together. Y'all won't fight for y'all right. And I'm gonna do a video on EA Sports. It was a story. I didn't know what transactions was. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I had to ask ChatGPT SYG. And basically, microtransaction is basically when they charge gamers for like my XP points and boosting your team up and stuff. So college football 26 now? 27, I think is going on. I don't know. I never played college football competitively. It was just always something fun to play, and you play it for fun, and then, you know what I'm saying, you have fun playing it, and then you go over to then it just holds you over till you get the Madden. So basically they start charging people to boost their players up. So a lot of the people banded together finally banned EA Sports. They banded together and they all returned the game and filed complaints. And EA Sports took the microtransactions out the game. So I really never fuck with the you got to buy this package to unlock this player, or I ain't really never care for that shit, honestly. To me, that was a McBuster shit. I got to pay for this to unlock this. But what happened to beating the game and unlocking, finding a special boards to unlock special players? Capitalism in America is just, it's just wild. It's super duper wild. So, yeah, I'm going to get to that real quick, DR Boxing. I'm going to get to that. So, it don't surprise me. No, it's just they have an issue. They have an issue with boxing. That's what it is. They feel like boxing has done some bodily harm. Oh, they don't deserve what we deserve what they got. Guess what? You can go fight what you got. These boxers didn't allow them to monopolize. They didn't allow one promoter to monopolize or one person to monopolize and sign all their rights over. Y'all did. When you don't have that, you have one dictator in the UFC. Ain't nothing that you could really do about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So y'all should go turn up the other competitors and do it that way. But apparently, y'all are making a large amount of money, but they don't want to split the pot with y'all. And then not only did a new company come in, Endeavor, I think that's the name of it, who got all this money. They got all this money. And guess what? They even cut y'all money even more, and they gave boxers even more money than they was already getting. So now you get mad at the boxers. You get mad at the boxers, but you not get mad at the people with the money. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at Shakur. Don't get mad at Bud. Don't get mad at Turkey. What really needs to happen is you need to be legitimately mad at, those people, Endeavor. How does somebody come in with so much money to blow and so much capital behind them, and then they cut y'all pay? They cut y'all pay even more. A lot of these people saying they're not even making a livable wage. So it's unfortunate, but this is what old buddy was talking about real quick. So they did it to Terrence Crawford as well too. Grammy and award. What did I say? Grammy award and Pulitzer winner, prize winning musician Kendrick Lamar for Bud, and Jalen Williams for the OKC Thunder 2025 NBA. Yeah, they doing that on purpose, bro. This is a disrespect to boxing. And Dana White, you can keep letting them do these to these boxers. You think Dana White is all in on boxing? That's why a lot of boxing fans don't like Dana White, because he feel like he's more into the UFC or in the mixed martial arts in the boxing, but they put the bag behind him. And unfortunately, the only people that you can really blame for these people having an interest in boxing and putting the bag behind Dana White and not behind somebody else, you got to blame, Bob Arum. You got to blame Eddie Hearn. These are the guys that you got to blame for them putting the bag behind these other guys, bro. It's not, respectfully, it's not it's not Dana White fault, because he ran a successful business model. It's the fact that these 4 or 5 boxing promoters who all have been control of the sport, right, at some point didn't work together. They didn't work together. Had they worked together, they probably wouldn't even need the funding in Turkey Al-Sheikh. Turkey Al-Sheikh couldn't even pry himself way in, but they all tend to be cool with each other behind the scenes and not work with each other, not give the fans the best fights. And guess what? It's like, damn, now we need this man money because we lost our consumer. And now the UFC done lost their consumer. Because before all they stars got the hell up out of here, all they stars left, they didn't transfer the star power. You didn't get the biggest fights that this era had to offer, to be honest. And Ngannou, John Jones, McGregor kind of, got made out like a fat rat and fell out. There was a number of fights that people wanted to see, but this disrespect of boxing is blatant, bro. This is a blatant disrespect. This not by mistake. And one may say, and I'm not saying I'm in agreement to this, but one may say this mistake may also be racial. I'm not really here to say that. That's not really my place to say. But some people in here may believe this mistake is deeper than just, they have a beef with boxing. And then again, there probably ain't many, Mexican boxers or white boxers that come to UFC events. So that's for y'all to kind of figure out, do they do this to the black fighters? I mean, to the non-black boxing fighters, or just to the black fighters? And if it is, it is what it is. Boxing has the issues racially. I mean, they kind of talk about the black, UFC fighters. You hear them talk about the black UFC fighters, Kyle. They don't stay on cold, especially the Africans. They don't really stay on code, and they stay cooning and buffooning and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You hear just people kind of in passing talk about it all the time. In boxing, you see the exact same thing amongst the American black fighters. You see the exact same damn thing. So, you know, in general, I mean, they come show them low to the UFC, and then, you know, can you show me where the mixed martial artists came to boxing event and they got disrespected like this? Boxing ain't competing with boxing is not competing with the UFC. The boxing doesn't even look at the UFC as a formidable opponent. That's the crazy thing about it. They're competing with boxing. But in general, they really should be competing. They really should be competing with Endeavor to get more money. They should be really banding together to get more money from Endeavor. And that's the God honest truth. They really should be banding together against the system, but they're not. So, you know, let's see what y'all got to say real quick. Yeah, he said Spence basically said he was going to lose and he was sacrificing himself for wealth. And then he would get all his money, allegedly. Shit. He said, yeah, that is Jalen Williams. Stop it. So I'm glad you're speaking on them and the transactions. FEA. EA been trash for a long time. EA low-key been trash since PS2, PS3. Remember I had a friend told me about get Battlefield. Man, I bought Battlefield. I got a PS3, dog. Shit was the worst game I ever played. Forget what Battlefield. Man, I was mad to see how I spent my money on that game. Kendrick Lamar, we get to blame Al. Shout out to Hans. Say glad you understand it too. It's by design. Yeah, they just want to break the American market. I told y'all when poor people or middle class and poor people start fucking up rich people shit and start fucking with they shit, dog, you'll see shit start to change. It's definitely racial. They do that all the time, thinking we all look alike. It was intentional. So there you have it. Somebody that watching more than me said they do it all the time. They don't want black people in the UFC. They don't want black people in sports, but they can't do without us. They can't say they're the best without us. That's one of the reasons they call, you know, the NBA the world champions. You know what I'm saying? If there was all white people hooping in the league and non-black, they couldn't call themselves the best. The best. You know, I didn't know they had a football team. I didn't know they had professional football in Japan since 1934. Didn't know that. They never confused Hector for Jose, or they probably never, confused Lee. What was it? Lee and I don't even know another one. Lee and whatever else they call Hispanic brother, Asian people. He says, CJ, who allows themselves to get beaten down like Errol Spence? Hey, ask Errol Spence. Ask Errol Spence. I ain't here to talk about that. Ask him. Don't fall for the bullcrap market one-on-one. If they push his picture on the Jumbotron, it's nothing burger. Dana White makes a whole movie out of this. You see how much more publicity it is. I think he meant it is. Yep. I guess, yeah. Yeah, I think you might have a point. Hey, he just paid SS. He needs his money back. So let's move on. So I know some people want to see. People keep asking me about this Shakur. This Shannon Sharpe shit. So give me 5 seconds, man. We're gonna cue. I got a couple clips in there on the main ones. We're gonna talk about this. So let's see. Hold on. Let's talk about. All right, hold on. There we go. Rolling. What? Keep rolling. What? Remember the Undertaker used to come out to that shit.
I've been told y'all that I was one of the best fighters in the world. A lot of people ain't believe me. Well, now we here. Opportunity is here. And if any of these guys want to smoke with me, I'm right here. I'm not ducking shit.
But Shakur, you saying that, let me ask you a question. If Jordan had never played and he says I'm the best basketball player, would you have believed him? He had to show you.
I
If
agree with
LeBron
you.
or Shaq or Kobe says, I'm the best without showing it, you're not going to
I
believe
agree
that.
with you.
We got to
But
see
if
it.
the
Shakur.
writing been on the wall the whole time and I showed it and y'all just ain't,
I can't read.
and then you blind in a motherfucker. You blind in a
Hey,
motherfucker.
listen,
It
I
already
can
been
read.
there. Teofimo was an example. I made an example out of him, and these guys are gonna get examples made out of them too.
I'm not saying that you're not a great fighter, that you're not a champion. I'm not saying that. But I think people won't, and you do a great job of hitting and not getting hit. But I think sometimes people want to see you put yourself in harm's way and get down. And I'm not saying, look, and that's what you have to do sometimes. The great fighters,
when you step in that ring,
you're going to have
when
to
you
fight.
step in that ring, you in harm's way. You step in that ring, you in harm's way.
Nah, I disagree with that.
That's because you never put on the
It's like
boxing
on the
gloves in
football
your
field.
life.
Okay, go ahead.
If you put on the boxing gloves before, you'll understand that when you step in that motherfucking square circle, you in harm's way. And when you go watch my last fight, since you saying I don't put myself in harm's way.
Okay, let's kind of talk about this part real quick. I agree with him. I agree when you step into that ring, regardless if you fight like Shakur Stevenson, or you fight like David Benavidez or Julio Cesar Chavez, or you fight like Floyd Mayweather, Bernard Hopkins, so on. You put your life, you put your life on line. That's a fact. But this is Shannon Sharpe doing. Shannon Sharpe, you play football, he put his life on the line. When the brothers in here, some of y'all work at the plant, you put your life on the line. You know, some of you brothers go be electricians, plumbers, y'all work in construction. We all mostly got dangerous jobs. Some office jobs you can put your life on the line. Some probabilities are higher than others. Hey man, you know, Terrence from the motherfucking the mail room got laid off. Now he came back with the blicky. Every time we step out our doors, or sometimes when we step out our beds, our life's on the line. You know, but guess what? Nobody put the blicky to the back of Shakur Stevenson head and told him, hey, you gotta, shout out to that Blake Man shirt got on, but you gotta go box. No. You signed up to go box for yourself. When you turn 18, you was an adult. You could not box. You could have just walked away and not boxed and go did something with your career. So you can say, oh, my life's on the line every time. You chose that. Unc chose to go be in the NFL. We all chose our professions or the jobs that we do at. We do. That's not an excuse. But I'm going to let them carry on. I hate people, oh, my life on all our lives on the line. Most men that work here, when we go out to our jobs, our life's on the line.
Who was backing up? Me or T.O.?
Oh, you backed him
Who was
up.
backing up?
You backed him up. You
So
backed
I wasn't I in
Teofimo.
harm's way.
Hey, you said you
So-
was
so
gonna do that too.
I
'Cause
asked the
everybody
question,
thought he was
how
always
wasn't
been
I in
aggressive.
harm's way?
You weren't, but when I think for
Answer
me
the
personally,
question.
I never thought you could. I didn't think you could lose to Teofimo.
That's
Now,
on you.
if you back up Tank, you back up Haney, you back up those guys, I'm gonna come on here and say, Ocho, he proved me to be a liar. I said he wasn't gonna be
You
able
wouldn't
to
have
do X,
backed
Y, and
up.
Z.
You would have.
And, you know, this is the thing. He's absolutely right. You bagged him up and did not hurt him. You did not hurt him. All T.O. didn't know how to do was break the distance. T.O. is not the type of fighter that's going to fight like Chavez and close the gap and fighting that way. T.O. ain't that type of dude. T.O. not that type of dude. So we can sit here and talk about you backed him up. You didn't hurt him. That's what Unc is saying. You didn't take chances. You pity pat 1, 2, bunny step, bunny hop back, do the bunny hop. Do the bunny hop, ass nigga. Man, come on. What's that song? You just mad. I forgot the bunny hop song by Entourage. You ain't never heard it here. They got a whole dance to it. I used to know how to do the whole dance. But he did do the bunny hop. But yeah, you didn't close the gap. You didn't close the show. That's what Unc can't articulate what he's trying to say. You didn't take chances to get Teofimo Lopez out of there. You bagged him up, but you just didn't take no chances. When T.O. mounted offense, you did the bunny hop. You bunny hop back. Then you pressed him with fake punches. You ain't hurt him. You ain't take no chances in that. Just because you coming forward in this rare case, you didn't take no chances. Even when you was coming forward, he didn't take no chances. He didn't take no penitentiary risks. He didn't take those risks. That's a fact.
Never bet no money that I was going to beat Teofimo the way that I beat him.
Yes, I would have.
The way that I beat him,
Yeah.
no, you wouldn't.
Are you so are you trying to be when they talk about lightweights and super lightweights and junior welterweights, are you trying to be in that sugar
I'm not
ray,
comparing myself
Floyd
to none of
Mayweather,
these
Tommy
dudes. I'm
Hearns?
trying to be the first Shakur Stevenson. You going at the end of
Well,
my career,
I don't
you
believe
going to say
they'll rank you like that.
you going to
for your
say
fighting
why
style.
was his fight so easy? Why wasn't he hurt? Because I'm that great. That's
Nigga, please. Nigga, you don't take no risk and you don't fight nobody. This is now you hearing this dude talk. Now you hearing him talk. If he lose, he gonna commit upper room activity, bro. You hear him talk. They really believe the delusion that he really think he beat somebody. Nobody in this room thought that no boxing thought he was gonna beat Teofimo Lopez. Nobody thought he was gonna beat Teofimo Lopez. I mean that Tio was gonna beat him. Nobody thought that. Nobody thought that. They really believe when they fight these lower level oppositions, they really let that pump their head up. I remember I had a neighbor and his mom got him a punching bag. And he let that punching bag hype him up, think he could beat the neighbor across the street. Man, I ain't see it. I was at work. But the neighbor across the street beat his ass. And the dude that lived next door to the boy that got beat up, he lived 2 doors down to me. He said, yeah, mama bought him that punching bag, let him hype his ass up. Nigga, I was crying. I was fucking crying, dog. I'm like, yeah, nigga thought, let that punching bag hype him up. But in general, he fighting these guys that he better than, and he hype it up, but he act like we didn't see the Edwin De Los Santos fight. This nigga, I'm glad I went to sleep for that fight, bro. This nigga literally did the hammer. Oh, this nigga seriously did the running man in that fight. I'm just that great. You don't like contact. I don't understand how you put a guy in boxing and he don't like contact. That is beyond me.
what you going to say.
We're not saying that you're not great, Shakur, but I don't believe, and this is me. This is my opinion. Joe has his opinion. Ocho believes you hung the moon. I don't believe that you're going to get the credit you deserve without knocking people out.
That's why you never boxed before.
That's not boxing.
That's how I know you never boxed before. Floyd Mayweather, you could talk about Floyd Mayweather. You can say the guys that he knocked out, but in the tail end of his prime, he wasn't just knocking guys out. This is not true.
No, because his hands got brittle.
Exactly. I got hand problems too. What's the difference?
Well, I didn't know that. My bad.
I got hand problem too. That's why I can't knock niggas out. Man, Mayweather had knockouts. Shakur ain't never had a knockout that Mayweather had versus the dude. If he would have followed Turgati the way Floyd, man, he would have pity pat punched his way to or Turgati win. He wouldn't knock out Diego Corrales like that. Even if he would have did Victor Ortiz the way Floyd did Victor Ortiz, he wouldn't have did that. Even when Floyd did fight when he knocked out Ricky Hatton, he wouldn't have did that. So you can say what you want to say about Floyd and Bernard Hopkins. They got highlight reel knockouts, or they got important knockouts. Real talk. They got key knockouts. You can say what you want to say about them. They got key knockouts, bro. What is Shakur Stevenson key knockout? Nakatani? Mayor Giuliani Nakatani? This dude is young, is in his prime, and he never liked action. You can look at Mayweather. At some point, Mayweather was rumbling and tumbling when he was younger. At some point, you'll catch Bernard kind of rumbling and tumbling here and there, taking penitentiary risks. Roy was in good fights. So in general, honestly, what are we talking about? Shakur Stevenson, it was just that great. No, you didn't fight nobody, bruh. You didn't fight nobody, dog. This is how they look at it. But then when the fans call a spade, then the fans say, hey, no, we know you're not fighting nobody, bruh. The one time he fought a puncher to hit with De Los Santos, dude, nigga ran. Running up that hill.
Everybody know that. That's why you ain't been doing your homework. gotta do your homework.
But you can't say just because I don't like your style that I don't know
No, you
boxing.
don't.
I grew up in an era where Sugar Ray and them was knocking
You just
people
told
out.
me that I don't put myself in harm's way by getting in the ring. That's
But
what
you-
you told
but
me.
here's
That
the
let
thing.
me know that you don't do your
But you
homework.
talk about one fight. You talk about Teofimo.
Any fight.
What about all the other
Any
fights?
fight.
I'm not.
So once again, he sits here and said, I don't put my harm's way in the ring. He gonna hang on to that. But you got some people that say he get in the ring and don't put himself in harm. I disagree with that. But the way he fight. But Shannon is right. Shannon is giving him a perspective from the average fan. He got overpaid by Dana White for no reason.
Any
Hold on.
fight,
Am
any
I the
fight,
only
all
one
these
said that
guys
about
sit
you?
right.
I was wondering one thing. Am I the only one that's ever said that about your fighting style? Yes
A
or no?
lot of people that don't know boxing say that.
No. Am I the
You can't
only one?
use a public opinion for casuals.
No.
Are you the
So
only
no other
casual
boxer.
that said this? No, you are not.
Hold
Are you
on.
the only
No,
casual
no.
that said
So,
this? No, you are not.
Let me ask you a question. So no other fighter has said that about
No
your fighting
other
style,
fighter?
that they're not happy with your
You know how
fighting
many
style.
fighters praise my fighting style? You know how many fighters
I'm
wish
not
they could
saying
fight like
you
me?
answer. I know
Hold
they
on.
praise. Are there
Can I
any
talk?
fighters?
Can I talk? You know how many people go home with gotta go to the doctor, gotta go get their brain checked out, gotta go. They wish they could do what I do. They pray like, I wish I had them skills. If I had them skills, they will go home to their family safely. You know, people don't go to their family safely, huh?
So no boxer, no guy that's ever fought has said anything that I've said about your fighting style.
You asking a subjective question. I can't tell you.
You asked a subjective question, I can't tell you. No, this is why niggas don't like this nigga, man. This is why people don't like him. He said there, you asking, there ain't no subjective. That's not a subjective question. It's a yes or no question. A subjective question is an opinionated question. It's a yes or no question. Have any other fighters critiqued you for being a bitch ass, scary ass fighter? It's a yes or no question. It's a yeah. It's a yes or no question.
It's a Shakur. It's like, God damn, y'all so obsessed with me. Like, leave me alone. I'm just.
Shakur get down. Stop playing with me. You know how he get down. You know how he get down. Hold on. You know how he get down.
Come on, man. What are we talking about? That's not a subjective question. Has any other boxer criticized you fighting the way you fight? Come on. He's lying.
I'm telling you that. You sound like a cat.
Subjective. Why are you getting so
I'm not
upset
getting
with
upset
me?
with
It's
you.
my opinion.
We debating. We having a good debate. I called you unk 100 times. That mean I look at you like an unk, right? So I got respect for you.
I
got
appreciate
respect
that.
for you.
But
But
let me
I
ask you
don't
this.
got
Go ahead.
respect for you not doing your homework. I don't got respect for that. Do your homework and stop getting F's.
All right, let's clip one. I was ahead of the curve. This nigga is just not likable, dog. Nobody when he lose, dog, he's probably gonna slit his wrist. When he lose, you know what? And I ain't gonna be sorry about it neither. I'm not gonna be sorry about it. I promise you, I won't be sorry about it, bro. I will not be sorry about it. The world will be a better place without this bitch nigga, man. The world will be a better place without this whole ass nigga. Let's go.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying you consume the positive news. And so if somebody says something that you don't want to hear, you assume, well, I don't value your opinion because you're not a boxing aficionado.
I assume
That's
that you don't know shit about boxing. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
You don't know issue about basketball, but you got an opinion on
I
it.
don't try to debate. If I'm sitting here with Kawhi Leonard, I wouldn't try to debate with Kawhi Leonard about basketball. Because I'm not that ignorant.
So I can't have an opinion about
what I'm trying to tell
style.
you is you're being ignorant. That's it.
I get all that.
Okay, I want to say this. He said he don't know nothing. I'm gonna get to the comment section real quick. He said he don't know nothing about boxing, but he didn't. He said Sugar Ray Leonard was buns. He didn't know who Marvin Hagler was. He said Tyson Fury would be Muhammad Ali. I mean, he from New Jersey. He from New Jersey and didn't know who Marvin Hagler was. And he's talking about Shannon Sharpe don't know nothing about boxing. It's crazy. Come on, man. Come on. He got to get his clout up by going on Club Shay Shay and starting an argument with a man. It's crazy. He said that's when The Undertaker was the big American badass sliding on this bike. Yeah, that shit was fun. Yeah, Limp Bizkit 99. Oh, you said you were seeing that? And Woodstock used to go crazy. I've seen DMX there on video. Unlike boxer Shannon Sharpe trying to really go to bail. Yeah. He said, I don't like Shakur. Any heterosexual black men don't like Shakur Stevenson at all. Shakur Twitterson is one unlikable part. It rotates between Boots, Tank, and he the most unlikable between them. I actually don't have a problem with Boots other side of all that line that nigga be doing and that line in Coonan. If Tank just fight people, Tank wouldn't have no problem. But him and Shakur Stevenson, they come from the same era. Scary ass nigga era. Funny thing is he chose that profession. Exactly. That's exactly what I say. He chose that profession. Shakur talking real greasy to Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe been to knock the fucking blueberries out of this nigga muffin. If Shannon Sharpe or anyone else on the panel had any real knowledge about Shakur Twitterson, it would have cooked his silly talking points he was using against, easily. Shakur trying to recreate Floyd Mayweather versus Brian Kenny. He can't even talk right. He can't. Especially typo earlier in the comment. He said hyped up off the punching bag was nasty. For real talk, that's a real fucking story, my nigga. That's a real story. I came back like, it was like, dog, nigga, I came back. I just graduated. I came back. Like, yeah, man. I ain't gonna say nobody's name. But man, you know, he just beat up. I said, damn, what happened? Nigga was like, man, my nigga, that little 2 hours now, his dad was like the biggest trapper on the block. He was like, man, he let that punching bag hype him up. His mama bought him back. I went over there the next day like, dog, what happened? But they had a lot going on in his house and shit. Shakur think he the smartest boxer ever, and he's not. He's not. He didn't know who Marvin Hagler was. He won't actually have the nerve to agree with Shakur. Of course they do. Nakatani is crazy. That's his best. Well, name his back. This nigga was running from guys he way bigger than. Joel Gonzalez, Oscar Valdez. That nigga's a bitch. This nigga Shakur act like him beating T.O. was like, but man, nobody give a fuck about it. Man, George Kambosos beat T.O. Shakur fall short in the intellectual department. It was boxing or nothing. He'd be an early casualty in the street. Man, nigga be a snitch. Yeah, I bought two beaners off of Black Rob. Nigga be a snitch. This nigga be that nigga from Goodfellas. Henry ass nigga. We need to stop calling him great. He ain't great. He ain't great at shit. Nigga ain't even great at doing this shit. Look at this lopsided ass fro. I don't know who started this old nappy fro shit. These niggas' whole aesthetics is trash. The way they dress, the way they keep their hair. Niggas wearing purses. That Marcus Shakur face needs to get wiped out. He trying to smirk like Floyd. Man, all these niggas want to be his Money Mayweather. Look at that nigga now. I love Shakur Fox. Nobody cracked the code. Yeah, man, he ain't fought nobody. Nobody like that fighting style, nigga. You ain't paying $80 to see that fighting style, nigga. Don't nobody in the world like that fighting style, nigga. Stop getting him. That's probably Shakur himself. His granddaddy didn't even like that nigga fighting style. Nigga, granddaddy be begging to punch. Andre Ward and Terrence didn't even like that shit after T.O. fight, man. Niggas just, that's probably him in the county. You don't know nobody in the world like that fighting style, nigga. That's how he fighting his prime. So imagine when he get older, how he gonna be fighting. Bitch. He just the hell out of Shannon Sharpe. He's dumb. Shakur, leave me alone. I said it on Bruce Wayne video. He's dumb. I'm not saying that he is a degenerate. That to degrade. I think he meant degrade him. Listen to him articulate himself. Like, yeah, he said subjective. The question ain't subjective, nigga. How's that a subjective question? If he say have other boxers in the other boxers critique your style, that's not subjective. Is it either they have or they haven't? I can't stand. Why you don't like Bill? What Bill did? That needs to be killing me. These crackers lie to y'all all the time. These Cracker Bob, Cracker Frank, Cracker Eddie, you know, they lie to y'all all the damn time. Oh, like Bill. I don't like Bill. Bill ain't did shit. Bill ain't did shit but feed y'all niggas content, nigga. Bill got niggas paid this month on YouTube, my nigga. One for Bill, one bit shit to talk about. That's a fact. Y'all should be thanking Bill. Shit, y'all should be thanking Bill. Bill gave niggas content. He said same punk who didn't know who Hagler was from Newark at all. Didn't even know who he was. Shakur, I'm small, twin. He said it might happen if his woman leaves him first. Both come in. She don't fuck with him. The daughter didn't fuck with him. He almost got knocked out. Daddy Bernie played himself on that clip. Yeah, man, nigga, just emotional. Said for real what he said we need to retire the quote. Tired of hearing you don't know shit about boxing when they have a rational. They don't have a rational. He didn't know who Hagler was, nigga. Nigga said Sugar Ray Robinson was Buns. What are we talking about, bro? Newark to be he from Newark, both from Newark. So what are we talking about? Shakur is annoyed. He is falling out of all the people, but people don't have an issue with everyone who's not. He never do. Never do. None of them niggas spoke up on T.O. having that monkey mask on. He said, I don't think T.O. racist. I want my daughter to play with his son. Man, it's stupid. Y'all niggas be bagging these stupid ass niggas, man. That nigga from Philly, him, Tank, nigga. It's the biggest coons that I seen thus far. Oh. I don't believe Shakur know who Hagler. He don't. Yeah, how you know Marvel? You not know Marvel? How you from Newark? Damn, I lost respect for Shakur. Yeah, Shakur, man. Shakur said Tyson Fury would be low. Look about when Loma ducked him. Oh, Loma, go. You know, Frank Martin, a bitch ass nigga. Fuck Frank Martin, man. I'm gonna be a bitch ass nigga, Frank Martin. But Loma ducked. Oh, Loma wanted the goats. I like to lick the sweat off the back of his neck so I can be like Loma, man. Nigga, you can tell his mama didn't like black men. She went to go knocked up by Hector, by Cuban Hector and shit. And look what she produced. A sorry piece of shit type of nigga like him. He don't respect his granddaddy. He don't respect his granddaddy be begging this nigga in the corner to do shit. Nigga don't never listen to his granddaddy. Oh, what you think he gonna listen to Shannon Sharpe? Nigga don't listen to Andre Ward, Shannon Sharpe, Terrence Crawford. Nigga don't listen to his own flesh and blood, bro. Watch his fights. Shannon was swinging like a woman in the ring with Bud. Don't know no man. Shannon got 2 different hips. Shannon didn't play football, all types of shit. Man, you lucky Shannon can just bend his fucking knees, nigga. You lucky Shannon can. Hey, Shannon lucky if he could touch his fucking kneecaps. You know how hard football is on the body, bro. And they pay for their insurance out of their pocket after 7 years that they retired. Shakur is so unpopular that they called dude an NBA player. I think they did that. We just spoke on that. We just spoke on that right before this segment. Who next for Shakur Stevenson? I mean, I would assume it's going to be Devin Haney. I would assume it's going to be Devin Haney unless they do 2 tune-up fight, but I don't know. If he ain't selling tickets, how he get the deal? He ain't selling tickets. Richard Hitchens got a deal. He don't sell shit. They just trying to get names. He don't sell no damn tickets. They gave Hitchens a deal. Berlanga a deal. Conor Ben a deal. Well, Conor Ben did do $1 million over you. Like, get out of here. What that mean? Fuck that mean. Oh man, if he ain't something, man, nigga got they wasted money at Zuffa giving it to this bitch ass nigga. They wasted it. Nigga don't even know who Reuben Carter was, and he from Jersey. He said Clarissa been eating Shakur up all man. Allegedly, they said he used to. Allegedly, that's been going behind the scenes. We heard what happened with the other girl that was training with Tony Harrison and Derrick James. They were saying all them niggas from Ohio talking about they was. Ain't surprised when you put a chick in a man's space like that, man. Most bitches gonna bust down. They're gonna bust down regardless. Even if you ugly, they just gonna bust down because they in your proximity.
That's fine.
You're being ignorant.
Shakur, ignorant is something that should never come out of your mouth because you don't have a degree.
Okay.
I run circles around you in the classroom.
Brother, I don't give a fuck about a classroom.
Be respectful. I've never called you ignorant. I've never called you ignorant.
On the planet that has not finished high school or finished school that is smarter than the book smart motherfucker.
They didn't call me ignorant. You did. Be respectful.
You're being ignorant when it comes to the sport of boxing.
No.
That's what you're being ignorant. I'm not calling you ignorant as a person. I'm calling you ignorant when it comes to the sport of boxing.
And talk about ignorance.
You are in boxing. You are in boxing.
You're ignorant about all sports.
I don't care. I'm not trying to be the smartest nigga about all sports. You're trying to be smart about boxing.
You're not the smartest boxer.
I'm not the smartest boxer. I'm a way smarter boxer than your favorite fighter.
You don't know who my favorite fighter is.
I don't have to know.
You don't. I tell you what.
Don't be mad at me because you get F.
This is what I do.
You got an F. That's it. You got an F.
F what?
In boxing.
I got
in boxing. Yes.
You bet, bro. He gave it letter. He didn't know who Hagler was, bro. He from Newark. He didn't know who Hagler was, and he out here giving grades. Come on, man. Pack him up.
I have an opinion about my style and what I like to see.
And you can have your opinion.
I didn't try to say, would you this, you that.
You can have your opinion. I don't have no problems with your opinion. I think that. No, I don't.
You do. You just called me ignorant, but
I said you're ignorant in the sport of boxing. I done told you this 100 times.
Which
whether you want to hear it
my
or
opinion.
Not. In boxing, you are ignorant.
It's my opinion.
And I
stand by that. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. You got upset because I don't fall and praise you. Your style is boring to me.
You're not really hearing me.
Your style's still boring.
And he's talking about you not hearing me, but that's what triggered him. He trying to laugh through the pain, but 99.5% of people who watch boxing, who ever watch them fight, they share the same opinion, bro. They share this exact same opinion. He's a horrible boxer when it comes to an entertainment style. He's boring. Nobody wants to see him fight. Even people talking about there's a pay to fight was so good. That shit was trash. That was trash. That wasn't no entertaining fight. That wasn't fight of the year. That wasn't a fight that, oh man, if you missed it, you feel like you missed Christmas. It wasn't even that type of fight, bro. Respectfully. Respectfully. And, you know, they can throw money at him and all that type of shit. Nigga, it's terrible. Zuffa is probably going to sign 3 of the most terrible, boringest fighters to watch. Hitchens, Shakur, and, you know, this is y'all opinion, Devin Haney. I'm just saying.
You're being ignorant because
I'm listening.
You're thinking that I'm calling you ignorant as a person, and I'm not talking about you as a person of being ignorant. I'm speaking far as your boxing knowledge and what you're talking about in the sport of boxing. You're ignorant.
Listen. I'm not a soccer aficionado. I know I like Messi's style.
That's cool. But if you speak on Messi and you start talking to Messi and tells Messi, "Oh, this is that," Messi will call you ignorant in his sport too.
You don't even know. You didn't even know who Marvin Hagler was. You lace up gloves and fight for a living, and you said Sugar Ray Leonard. Well, you said Sugar Ray Robinson was buns. Come on, man. You said Tyson Fury would beat Muhammad Ali. I'm telling you, man. His mama was a black man hater, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you that right now. Got some black dick, or you know, daddy ran away and got milk, something, because she done created a crash out Keisha right here. I won't be surprised if he had a clitoris, bro. I won't be surprised if that little girl wasn't his.
No, Ocho and I get into the debate all the time about Ronaldo and Messi. Ocho say, it's hard to say Messi ain't the GOAT, but I like Ronaldo's style. His style is more conducive to what I like to see. That's what Ocho said. I didn't say Ocho.
No, when you say the style is boring, you're giving an opinion on something that, to me, I feel is very ignorant. Especially if you say Teofimo.
Right there, he admitted it, bro. Right here in this clip, I'm about to replay. He admitted it. It's exactly what Shannon been saying for the last 7 minutes.
It's very ignorant, especially if you say Teofimo was my most entertaining opinion on something that, to me, I feel is very ignorant, especially if you say Teofimo was my most entertaining. It's boring. You're giving a
I didn't say Ocho.
No, when you say the style is boring, you're giving an opinion on something that, to me, I feel is very ignorant.
Your style is boring. That is subjective. That is his opinion saying your style is boring. Most people watching this stream right now, anybody that's seen you fight, 90% of those people gonna say that shit boring. Professional, not professional, casual, hardcore fan, historical fan that never seen the sport. That is gonna be overwhelmingly people's opinion. You're a boring fighter. You're boring. You're boring. And to call somebody ignorant when you didn't know who Marvin Hagler was is beyond me. You didn't know who Marvin Hagler was, but you the one that's going on here giving letter grades. Think about that for a minute. He's the one going around here giving letter grades, and he didn't know who Marvin Hagler was. He got mad because he said his style was trash. He just repeated it right there. He tried to laugh it off and smirk it off throughout the entire stream. But the fact of the matter was this: when Shannon said your style is ass, it triggered him. It only triggers you when it has truth to it. The truth is Shakur Stevenson is a boring fighter. Even versus opponents that he should put in the pine box like Tio, he can't get the job done. He can't box up Teofimo Lopez like leftovers from Outback. He can't do it. Nobody's going to pay to see him fight. If Zuffa didn't come and save today, dude, bro, he still be making whatever he was making. But it was a good wage. But nobody wants to see Shakur Stevenson fight. Even in his hometown, people was falling asleep in the stands. He's a very boring fighter to be this young. He will never have an exciting phase to the Shakur Stevenson fucking saga. Mayweather had exciting fights, even in the twilight of his career. He's never had a performance like Mayweather had versus Canelo Alvarez. And it's still young. Mayweather was about 36 when he did that. But I'm just saying, in his prime, he don't have his one exciting performance was Nakatani. Remember, he was fighting guys he was way bigger than, like Oscar Valdez. He was fighting guys that he was way bigger. And don't forget, he fought that Nibian cop, and he milled it in when the Nibian cop hit him with one good punch. He had dropped that guy like one or two times. Then he milled the entire fight in. That guy hit him with one good shot, and he ran for the rest of the fight. Bullshit you not. Go back and watch that cop. And I think Raimondo Mortella or Abdullah Mason packed him up in a matter of rounds. I think they both might have. He literally ran from this guy. He literally ran from the guy. He dropped him a couple times, and then he literally ran from the guy for like 4 or 5 rounds, like the rest of the fight. Go watch that Nikitani fight, that Jeremiah Nikitani fight. And then also don't forget, this is another ignorant motherfucker who missed the weight. He dropped him in 4 rounds, and then for the rest of the fight, he got hit with a shot after that. He ran. He ran for the entire fight, bro. He got hit with one shot, and I believe Abdullah Mason last got him out of there in 5 rounds. And I want to say Raimondo got him out there in 2 rounds. And then don't forget also when he fought Raimondo Mortella, when Mortella just said that Shakur Stevenson ducked him. Albert Bell, my manager, said Shakur Stevenson ducked him. This real spill.
Especially if you say Teofimo was my most entertaining fight after I just fought Williams of Pater right before his Teofimo fight. And if you didn't see it, that means you didn't do your homework. So you bring me back to square one.
Once again, that was an undercard fight, bro. And if that's your most impressive fight, bro, that's saying a lot, man. That wasn't no great fight. Y'all was saying it was great because that was the most entertaining Shakur Stevenson fight. Anybody else that fought that same fight, y'all would have been talking about. It was a solid fight. That was a slightly above average fight. That wasn't no great fight, bro. Ain't nobody hit the canvas in that bitch, did they?
At all times. You get the F when we're talking about the sport of boxing.
I'll take the F, but I'm not allowed to have an opinion.
No,
on
you
what
can
I
have
like
an opinion. Everybody can do their homework, but if they get an F, they get an F.
So why are you so why?
He's mad because you said his style was boring. That's it. There's no other explanation. He get mad when you say his style is true, and it is, because you ain't gonna get mad over some shit that ain't true. Or something that you ain't insecure about. He's insecure about his fighting style. He's mad about that. He's triggered. So then, you're ignorant. You're dumb. You don't know shit about boxing. Cool, but you didn't know who Marvin Hagler was, nigga. And you from Newark, New Jersey. You get a fucking F, my nigga. You get an F. Nigga seeing you bag up Teofimo Lopez and not try to get the knockout. That shit was boring as hell. That shit was boring as hell. That shit was boring as hell.
You so upset
I'm
about
not
my
upset
opinion.
about your opinion. I done told you this.
You
I'm
are.
not. I'm debating with you. Don't get mad that I'm debating with you.
Okay,
I'm
we
kicking back
we
at you.
can have a debate, but then you say my boxing is out. But I'm not trying to say you're the greatest lightweight or
You don't
this
have
guy's
to.
better than you.
You don't
or
have
that guy.
to.
I just said your style.
Yes,
Shakur.
and you get an F. When you tell me
It's
that
just like,
that my fight with Teofimo was the most entertaining fight.
The Zepeda fight wasn't too far more entertaining than that, dog. Wasn't nothing entertaining about that fight. Yeah, Zepeda threw a bunch of punches, rocked you. You was on the Berlanga undercard. That wasn't no classic shit, nigga. That wasn't no classic shit, nigga. Your whole career is trash, nigga. It's boring. Your greatest hit, man. Maybe somebody can make your highlights look better than they is. One of the greatest editors there is can make your highlights look better than what they is. But Shakur Stevenson is a F fighter when it comes to entertainment value. He's an F fighter. He don't have his most entertaining his fight was Nakatani. And I know that dude somewhere in his home country like, I let this pussy do this to me. Let's not act like we didn't see T.O. get outboxed by that other Japanese guy that really beat T.O. Camboso. What was the brother's name that beat up on Mikey Garcia? Sandor Martin. Let's not act like we ain't seen T.O. be put in a blender before. Come on now.
Compared to my fight with Williams Zepeda. Because you didn't watch.
Hey, can I say something?
No, but I mean, it was on the undercard to Berlanga. Anybody with something to do on a Saturday night, they not about to watch you be on Berlanga's undercard, my G. Come on.
Go ahead, Ocho.
Hey, hold on. Real quick. Can I say something? Both of you are going back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Both of you are going back and forth about boxing, going about words, some of the things you're saying to each other, but both of you have opinions. Everything y'all talk about is based on opinion.
Hey, that's all I'm saying, Ocho.
What you're saying to him is an opinion based on how you feel he fights and the way he thinks about your description on his fighting style being boring. The ignorant part is also in.
He's just, it's not even his opinion. It's not, he's just mad because now if Shannon Sharpe was like, Shakur Stevenson got a great fighting style, it's my favorite style to watch, would Shakur Stevenson call him ignorant? No. Shakur Stevenson wouldn't call him ignorant. He would not call this man ignorant. He's playing the game like a little girl. He's playing the game like a little girl. Oh, you said I'm boring, so you boring. I don't really like you like that, and I don't really care for you like that, and you do. That's what he doing. I'm telling you. That's exactly what he doing. That's exactly what he doing. Now, had he praised Shakur Stevenson, he wouldn't say, oh, man, you get an A. Yeah, know everything about boxing. The GOAT. I love That's exactly what he would have said. Tell me I'm lying. He's a very immature. He can't not do an interview without saying nigga, without being belligerent. None of that, bro. That's the problem, bro. That's the problem with Shakur Stevenson. That's the problem. I'm just keeping it a bean. Hold on, I'll get to these comments. Hold on. Shakur's in there knowing he's falling out with it. Okay, he said, I don't believe Shakur. Don't know. Okay, don't believe it. How you not know Marvin Tyree from New York? Damn, I lost respect for Shakur Stevenson. Shannon was swinging. Okay, I read that one. Shakur is unpopular. They call dude the NBA. Okay, we read that part. So what I leave off at? If he ain't selling tickets, how? Okay, I read that one. Shakur used to clap up Shields. No way. That was a rumor going around. Yeah. I mean, her girlfriend said that. That Jada chick that she was beefing with, she said that on her YouTube channel. She said allegedly. That's what she said. I ain't say it's on her channel right now. Jada Chavez or something like that. I hate to fall out with a bitch, man. Yeah, real talk. These females, bro, man, you fall out with them and they be airing out their homegirls. Tony was definitely clapping it. I mean, I ain't hear you. I mean, hey, she was probably the clapping. She probably was. Mr. T said she probably was clapping Spreader based on that 3MH we boy likes the prostate play with. You could tell. Him and Keyshawn, you want that thug in love. He needs to pick his hair or braid it or something. Man, ain't long enough to braid. Shannon said opinion 3 times slow. Said it ain't so Clarissa. They said that's why she be on Shakur dick so hard. Zepeda fight was slightly magite. What the fuck is that? Because he ain't go for the KO. I'm still having a hard time believing this dude ain't know who Hagler was. Him calling Shannon Sharpe ignorant is ignorant. Lopez already lost to Camboso, should have lost to Sandor Martin, could have lost to Ortiz. And look ass Clavette. The only thing Shakur Stevenson could have done would make a statement was knocking him out, Mr. T. And this moist little bastard purposely let him off the hook and try to recruit him to his friends group like Goku or some shit. I never thought of it like that. Edward War says, I cut Shakur off. I tried to fuck with him. I tried to fuck with Brian. I just can't. The more talk these new age dudes be turning me off every time I try to F with him. He said, if you didn't know who Hagler was, Marvin Hagler is, you should never tell anyone they're ignorant about boxing. Thinkers think. He said when he got hit with that shot versus the cop, Shakur yelled and said, oh, then ran all night. He got hurt by Oscar Valdez too, real spill Bill. He said Shakur sleepers and yeah, that nigga was putting the niggas in the hometown to sleep. He was putting niggas in there. I forgot what fight it was. I think it was the artichoke fight. The spinach artichoke Artem fight. He's putting niggas to sleep. Put you to bed. Man, that song by Jay Holiday. Bed, put you to bed. Come on, man. Nobody fuck with Shakur, man. Nobody fucking with Shakur at all. But hey, man, it is what it is, man. Y'all got any other questions? I'll answer them real quick. If not, we gonna be out. We're gonna be out of here. I'll probably drop some more videos. Like I got some shit. I gotta just old videos I've been hanging on to. I'm gonna try to get these old videos off. We pretty much gonna start off brand new tomorrow. So yeah, I'm trying to get some of these old videos I got in the archives off. I ain't gonna be able to get them all off today. No diddy. But appreciate y'all, man. Y'all got any questions? I will answer them as they come. But yeah, man, yeah, that shit was embarrassing. That shit was embarrassing, bro. Very embarrassing. He said Shakur give a bad look to the guys in the age group like myself. This is why elders don't respect us now. 2 Glocks, no, I mean Tank. He helped that shit out. No father figure. You got a pardon, nigga, starting to darken my heart and get to my liver. So yeah, I mean it is what it is, bro. No, old niggas should say that shit about us too. Real talk. We had our fair share of ignorant niggas too. Shit, niggas is doing worse for sure. They're doing worse, but yeah, the dog over here knocked out. How hot is it today? Cause shit, it's fucking chilly in this bitch. Hold on, let me see that. I went outside. Somebody lost their kid outside this morning and shit. Yeah, somebody lost their kid. They were like, have you seen my kid? I'm like, did he let himself out the house? Hell yeah, I hope she found him. I woke up and he was up and then, damn, it's going to be hot as fuck Tuesday, 94. She said, I guess he let himself out. He might be autistic or some shit. Hopefully they found him. Hopefully they found him, man. That shit, you know, I don't wish that on nobody. She asked me, I'm like, no, I just got out here. But hey, yeah, that's all I got, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.